tuning in to the PTC Student Podcast. I'm Lane Lutz here with Todd Greenwood, and today we're asking ourselves, what was life like for us during COVID?
So Lane, did you become an alcoholic over quarantine?
Whenever I went to go get blood tested for coronavirus, they came out and told me, we can't figure this out. You got blood type tequila. This is too much.
Shame. I'm sorry to hear.
It's a very shameful experience.
So, how did you handle quarantine?
I handled it very well. I just sat inside, did what the government told me to do, stayed away from everybody. I played video games, and occasionally I'd sneak out and skate, but with skating, you're kind of skating away from other people, not being really near each other so you don't hurt each other, so
Alright.
it kind of helps out.
Loopholes, I like it.
Oh yeah,
I
very
like it.
much so.
So, did you stream at all during quarantine?
I streamed a lot of Dark Souls 2.
Did you know?
It is like at least over 300 hours because Steam was telling me one thing, Twitch was telling me another thing. That was my favorite game, and I'm like, oh, I guess so. Statistics show proof.
Understandable. It's a quality game. So, did you film at all during quarantine?
I filmed a lot over quarantine. You can never have too much B-roll.
Can
But
never
me, oh
have
my.
Too much B-roll.
I had too much B-roll.
You had too much B-roll?
I had too much B-roll.
That's a shame. So, how many hours did you spend playing video games over quarantine?
I broke the Steam counter. I
Did
think
you now?
Skyrim had 1,200. Dark Souls 2 had around... Well, I added 306 down to Dark Souls 2, and now I think that's up to like 3,000. And Apex Legends, probably almost close to 1,000 now. And I just started it over quarantine.
Alright.
It was bad.
Putting in them hours real fast. I see you. So, how did you keep busy during quarantine?
Playing video games, skating, filming people skate, all the fun things and fun necessities. Make the life a lot easier to live, make the world go by, all the fun articles and details.
Good to hear. At least you kept busy.
Oh, most definitely.
So, let's see. So, do you agree with on-campus classes returning while COVID is still active?
Yes and no. It's a very gray area. Since nursing and video production, we're kind of two hands-on-y type of classes where we need the experience hands-on or else we're not going to know anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't teach someone something by giving it a paper, telling it to read it, and without the prompt to do so and like all the guidelines. I agree with it, yes. Is it the right time for it? The future will decide that out for itself.
Alright, okay. So, do you think social distancing and face masks are helping reduce the spread of COVID?
That's another yes and no. It depends on the variable. There's a lot of independent variables with that one. There's people that use the face mask, stay away from people, and it protects themselves, protects other people. Because if you have a face mask on and you have it and you're coughing into that face mask, you're not giving it to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else has a face mask, someone else is walking around, doesn't have a face mask, and they start coughing everywhere, and you don't have a face mask. It's a spider web effect. It gets crazy and gets out of control.
So, what hobbies did you have over the quarantine?
Besides from playing video games, skating, and breaking a lot of controllers, I did a lot of filming. Not just skating filming, I filmed a wide variety of things, filmed a lot of things for other people. It just helps the day go by. It makes me happy. Gives me little butterflies in the tummy.
Alright, that's good. So, what was your least favorite part of quarantine?
Having to deal with my roommates for a whole month, trapped in there. If you heard of Stockholm Syndrome, you never heard of Lane Syndrome. That's where I chase around two people around the house with a dog in one hand and a frying pan in the other hand, threatening to kill them.
That bad, huh?
It was horrible.
Oh. It's a shame, but they're your roommates. What can you do about it?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So, thanks for coming in and, talking and answering some questions for me.
No problem. Police ain't gonna hear about this, are they?
Is that a concern that you have right now?
It's a very big concern.
Alright, well, since it's a concern for you, the police won't hear about it.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank
Alright.
you. Thank you.
You've been-
You're welcome for giving you the time of the day.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
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 You're fucking welcome.
Thank you.
You're fucking welcome.
Thank you for tuning in with the PTC Student Podcast. I'm Lane Lutz with my co-host Todd Greenwood. Be sure to click that subscribe button, ring the bell for email notifications when we upload, and stay 6 feet apart, America. Thank you for listening.